This phone on?
This one right here will be next.
Okay, hold on. We're almost there, Michael. Hold on. I have it on the other computer over here.
I can't believe I'm learning how to get tone for.
Access code accepted. There are 7 participants in the conference.
Okay, so we got the phone is working. The computer is working. YouTube is working. Testing. The computer is working. Good. All righty. I'm ready if you're ready, babe.
Yeah.
All set? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Yes, sir. You
Yeah.
ready, Tank? We're recording. 3, 2, 1, go.
The recording has started.
Greetings, family. How you doing? Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2Bs. It's good to be with you. It is the 13th of September, 2023. I greet you in agape love. We are KTFalways.com. It stands for Keep the Faith Always in Our Heavenly Father. We are a Christian-based organization, and before we do anything, we always go to God's throne room and ask for guidance. So, will you join me in doing that right now? Our Father, by the blood of Jesus, I come to your throne room, thanking you for everything and asking you for guidance for tonight. Help my friend Michael that he will be able to convey the information that we need, because this is a very interesting and helpful product. And I thank you, God, for bringing it into me so that I can share it with others as well. Forgive me for my sins and dwell within us in all that we do. For it is in the name of your Son, Jesus, by the Holy Spirit that I pray. Amen, amen, amen. It's good again to be with you, family. Like I said, and tonight we're going to be studying, of course, our study is the Iraqi dinar, and I'm looking forward to having that. But for the first 30 minutes or so, we're going to be talking about one of our products that I love tremendously. As you know, the glutathione is a product that you can put in your mouth, swish it around, and swallow it. And the glutathione also comes in a spray as well, too. Well, tonight, I'm very, very pleased and happy and honored to have a very high-ranking founder of NEUMI. His name is Michael Firth. Michael Firth, there you are. There you are. There's that smiling face. All the way from Australia. Is that right, mate?
G'day, mate. That's what you want me to say?
I like that. Now I feel official. Good day, mate. That's a rip-off. Well, Michael, I'm extremely excited because I love this product. It does good. I mean, look at my face. I'm looking for wrinkles. Anyways, brother, I'm going to tell the family that Michael Firth is a high-ranking founding distributor with NEUMI out of Australia. He has worked closely with Stephen K. Scott, and from the very beginning, the early days of NEUMI's creation. If you remember, we brought you Stephen a few weeks ago, and today we bring you the other founder, which is Michael. Michael, would you mind if we ask you some questions about this product, the company? That way our listening audience can listen, and who knows, they may have some questions on their own when you're done as well, too.
Absolutely. Happy to help.
And thank you for being with us, sir. What were you doing before NEUMI was brought to your attention?
So about 16 years ago, I was in the Australian mortgage market as a sales coach. So I was training sales and marketing to small business people effectively. And around that time, as you know, the further you go up the corporate world, the more money you make, but then the less time you have with your family. So I was looking for a way out of that. And someone came to me with a glutathione breakthrough, which was Steve Scott's previous breakthrough. So I spent the last 11 years up until about 5 years ago working with an older style, what was a great product in its time, but now a much older style of technology and also a much more expensive form of technology. So I had experience in the glutathione world, but I had come from a sales and marketing corporate background initially.
Interesting. So another question for you. You as a successful businessman, you could have picked anything that you wanted to represent. What impressed you enough about this product or this company to spur you into into assisting in the launching of NEUMI?
That's a really interesting question. And I suppose this is important to point out. I know you introduced me as a founder, but I'm actually a founding field advisory board member. What that means is I'm not an owner, but when I became great friends with Steve Scott. If all your listeners and watchers have seen Steve, he is the definition of heart and integrity in my mind. And so I became good friends with Steve over the years. He went into retirement. And then when he came out of retirement, I spoke to him one day and he said he had a new breakthrough, which was the nanotechnology that we have today. And I said, is there anything that I can do? And he said, well, I'm actually looking for investors. So I helped Steve to find the main investor who's based out of Australia, funny enough, to get the whole thing started, which was probably 5.5, 6 years ago. And that was before we launched the NEUMI model that you're familiar with. And that was basically how it all began. So for me, I know Steve, his track record, his history, he doesn't market anything unless it is completely definable as a breakthrough product. And so that nanotechnology breakthrough I knew was going to be one of Steve's next, billion-dollar successes, because he's had a few. And so that's where it all began for me. And then the NEUMI model is the one that actually kicked off about 25 months ago.
Fascinating. Is glutathione really necessary? Is it really critical for human health?
Well, interesting. So one of the reasons with our nanotechnology breakthrough, what we do, we shrink the particle size down of critical nutrition, smaller than anyone's been able to do before, and we encapsulate those nanoparticles in ultra purified water. Now, we could have gone to any form of nutrition. In fact, we will as we move forward. But because we'd already spent at least 10 plus years involved in the glutathione world, we decided it's a smart place to start, because glutathione is the body's master antioxidant. And if you're around 18 to 20 years of age, you've got optimal levels. You probably remember, I do, the days when you felt like you could jump a building in a single bound. Then as you get older, I'm 55 now, you can't jump the same buildings. And so with that in mind, glutathione is responsible for about 400 functions in the body. In fact, human life would not exist without glutathione. So as you go along, your glutathione levels drop 10 to 12% per decade in a completely healthy individual. So glutathione is known for 400 different things, but the primary things it does is it boosts your energy, boosts your immune system, it detoxifies your cells and reduces inflammation at a cellular level. So all health is linked back to optimal levels of glutathione.
And that is a lot of the problems worldwide, but here in America, we don't eat right. Our food, our ground, our soil, it's been beaten to death. There's very little nutrition. I don't think we can find glutathione in the soil of the United States of America. And it is an essential ingredient of our makeup. Interesting. What are the benefits of glutathione? I mean, I know you've already said a few of them, but can you expound more upon that?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the biggest things, I suppose, and actually it's funny timing of this interview. So just the other night, I watched a documentary which was talking about the toxins in our world these days, and one of those was referring back to in the 60s, where I won't mention company names because we don't go legal, but a big chemical company created something that meant, you could cook with things slipping off your pans. And today there's a chemical out of that practice in the 60s that is now found in 99.5% of all American blood, every human.
Really?
And so glutathione's the master detoxifier. So if you know that some of those chemicals cause all sorts of horrible things, having glutathione, whether or not you feel like you could jump a building in a single bound, if you understand the detoxification of your cells, you would automatically want to boost your glutathione levels, no matter what. But when it comes to other things, again, I'm not going to suggest in our company that we're treating, curing, preventing any disease at all. But let's just talk about the ingredient of glutathione, which is one ingredient in one of our products. If you look at oxidative stress and you go Google that, oxidative stress, they say, is the silent killer, because oxidative stress left unchecked then leads to multiple medical conditions, diseases, and so forth. Now, if you look into detail, the number one line of defense in your body against oxidative stress is glutathione. So worth pointing out too, so people might go, oh, great, let's just go buy glutathione and drink copious amounts of that. Well, glutathione's a fragile molecule and it'll get destroyed by the digestive process, rendering it virtually useless. Mm-hmm. So many years ago, doctors worked that out and said, and scientists and said, no, what makes up glutathione? Glutamic acid, glycine, and cysteine. So if we could just take those orally, that would fix the problem and the body would make it. Problem is, one of those ingredients is also, again, highly fragile, which is cysteine, and that primarily won't get through the gut, rendering it virtually useless again. So way back when I was working with Steve in the early days, we had a precursor to glutathione that would hopefully, fingers crossed, praying would get through the gut. But if someone had gut issues, of course, it wouldn't be as successful for those individuals. So glutathione is the foundations of health. If you're, and now some people might be gym junkies, really into health. I've started to do that myself at 55. If you're eating protein, for example, trying to boost your protein, if you have low levels of glutathione, you won't synthesize protein very well. If you're eating copious amounts of the greatest nutrients on the planet from whatever company you go to, again, you won't absorb those nutrients as well as if you have low levels of glutathione versus high levels of glutathione. So it doesn't matter which way you look at it, glutathione is the foundation of optimal health. So at 55, my age, I would have very depleted glutathione levels. I know you start at the start, Frank, saying you've been spraying, looking at your face. I can tell you if I showed you a before photograph 7 years ago for me today, my skin is miraculously different because I've been spraying our spray, which also has glutathione in it, onto the face. And the particles are so small that's absorbed and you get amazing results.
That's interesting. You just said that the particles are small. And by the way, I like how you said glutathione is the foundation of health. The foundation, a good foundation for a house is necessary. If not, it'll crumble.
Totally.
Your health, your homeostasis is the technical word for it, will crumble if you don't have a good, solid foundation. And glutathione is something that's rare for us to even consume. It is necessary to supplement with it. Foundation of good health. And then you said that it helps with, like things like inflation. Boy, do we have inflammation. Boy, do we have inflammation. And the things that we eat give us inflammation, for crying out loud. You said it's good for the immune system. Fantastic. Oxidative stress. That's what kills us. It's so ironic. We breathe oxygen. We're carbon units, but that creates CO2, which is caustic, and it just creates oxidative stress in our cells. You say that glutathione is good for energy, but I love the fact that it's also extremely important in the absorption to help other elements like vitamin E, vitamin C, antioxidants of that sort. But I also really love that it detoxifies the body. Sir, I'm a baby boomer. How old am I, Tank? 60 what? 7? 66?
70 what? No.
Oh, okay. I even wore your little logo here, Tank. Be nice to me now.
67.
I'm 67 years old.
And I'm not.
And you're not. But Michael, I'm what's called in the United States, we're called baby boomers. Now, what that means is back in the 50s, right after the war, everybody stayed home and made babies. And we have a lot of old people right now from the 50s and 60s. And I'll tell you, I remember my friends from the Vietnam era, they came home with something called DDT. I don't even know if you remember that. Agent Orange.
For a documentary on that one recently as well, yeah. I'm a product of the baby boomers.
You're probably exactly. But, these things are interesting because I have friends that, they can use detoxification of not only from the war, but their environment in which they worked in. It is very, very toxic environments that a lot of my friends were involved with. Now, you also said small. Well, that would be the new nanotechnology that this company is using. This is brilliant. if you can't put an elephant, through a keyhole, well, then get something smaller. And that's what you guys did. And by doing that, I encourage everybody, when you put it in your mouth, swish it around. I know it says, 10, 20, 30 seconds. Swish it as long as you want. The longer it's in your mouth, it's so small, it'll go straight into the bloodstream. And then what's left, go ahead and swallow it. And that goes in your bloodstream through the metabolic digestive process. But this is an interesting product. Please, what is nanosizing as it relates to NEUMI products?
It's interesting you ask this question, because sometimes other marketing related companies might hitch their wagon to a word and try and pretend that they're the same sort of product. There isn't anything out there like what we do. We own our own technology. We have a breakthrough called Hydrostat. So put in technical terms, and I'll try and make it layman. A human hair is 80 to 100,000 nanometers. So if you have that in your mind, 80 to 100,000 nanometers. So if you get anything down into a couple of hundred nanometers, that's considered nano. So there's products out there that say that. What we do is we go under not 20 nanometers, but under 10 nanometers. And so if you're under 20, you can penetrate the blood-brain barrier. If you're actually under 10 nanometers, you can absorb where nothing else can. And so the other aspect is there are products on the market called liposomal, and that means they use lipids, fats. Right. In our case, we don't do that because we know that fats also attract toxins. So it might be a good delivery method of the past, but it's not pure. So we use ultra purified water molecules, and we literally have like hundredths of a second to encapsulate those particles that we've shrunk. So let's take glutathione. If you're taking glutathione, as I said, it won't get through the digestive process. So in our case, we have it nano-sized and encapsulated in ultra purified water molecules. When you're swishing, like you mentioned, it absorbs into the bloodstream in 30 seconds. But take it a step further. Because it's actually as small as 10 nanometers, it's then in the bloodstream. And according to one of the nano expert universities, our product is into the organs around 70 to 90 seconds later. So that level of absorption, it's a bit like saying, someone has a car, somebody has a Volkswagen, and somebody has a Ferrari. They're both cars. One of them goes a little faster than the other. And so we have the Ferrari, if you like, now of the industry in a brand new breakthrough.
This is brilliant. I remember in college, I used to study reverse osmosis, putting molecules through permeable membranes. And this was like back in the 70s. And the goal was to do what your company has accomplished. Back then, the goal was to actually be able to create nano-sized particles in a mechanical sense, not biological, but they could be like little miniature robots that go in our bodies and fix us up. No, I'll take the glutathione instead. Thank you very much. it'll do probably a much better job. Sir, may I ask you another question?
Sure.
How many nations are found? How many nations use NEUMI products? How many nations can we sell in? Go ahead.
Well, that's a really good question. So we have been in business now with the NEUMI model for around 25 months, but we are already in 65 countries and growing fast. Now, around the world, countries have different laws about, different ways things can be done. So using the online model, it means a person can go to the website and purchase in any of those 65 countries. Some of those countries are fully registered with the local authorities in that someone can then resell the product. So it just depends on the market. But everyone in 65 countries of operation can access our product. And to be able to do that in literally 25 months is, again, a feat in itself.
Yeah. I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm a business person, and the logistics of getting things going take a few years, normally about a good 3 years. Can you tell me about there was this lady cyclist. It's an amazing story. She hit her face on the pavement, and she was going about 22 miles an hour. She fell off her bike, and here, tell us about the story of this lady. Go ahead.
Well, it's really interesting in the development of our products, actually, because we had been working on the ingestible product that you swish in your mouth to boost glutathione. And I might add, just something that came to mind that I should share. There isn't just glutathione in that product. There's glutathione, so you get instant hit of that. But then there's also cysteine, one of the building blocks of glutathione. Right. So your body will then put that to the side and start making more glutathione itself. And then there is ingredients that enhance the job that glutathione does, vitamin C, curcumin, etc. So it's a multi-prong effect. And, you know, pricing of the product's another important point. We're about half to a third of the price of the old technologies in the market as well, which makes it really accessible. And if you look at it versus liposomals with all 4 ingredients, that would have been 4 times the price to get any other technology into your body. So back to this lady, we had a cyclist. We got this product into the hands of many athletes, ex-Olympians, you know, all sorts of people. And this lady was a cyclist, and she was doing personal best on personal best on personal best. And then, as you've seen happen in the pelotons and that sort of stuff, she came off her bike, face hit the pavement at about 20 miles an hour. And you can imagine what that looked like. And so it took the skin off. And of course, she'd been using the product, and it was her brainwave. She thought, I wonder what would happen, because this is nano, if I was to, you know, dab it on and get the glutathione to absorb. So she started doing that. I might add that the plastic surgeon had said to her, this is going to take at least 5 weeks to heal. And so she started doing that after about 24, 48 hours after the accident. And then 5 days later, her face was like brand new. Because again, not claims on our product, but glutathione itself is known to accelerate the healing process. That's what the body uses it for. So she was smart enough to think, wow, what would happen with this? That is one of the many things that led us to developing the skin product.
Yeah, and the spray. I'll be darned. How's she doing?
Fantastic. And actually, let me take it a step further.
Please.
We then, from that little idea, we then got contacted by a world-renowned dermatologist by the name of Dr. Marina Perito. And she said, if you're nano-sizing like you are, which is way smaller than anybody else does out there, you could probably create the greatest skincare if you added other ingredients. So we then added hyaluronic acid, which plumps the skin, collagen, which is like your springs in your mattress, and some other amino acids to that version of the product, in addition to glutathione. Of course, we've improved upon it since that athlete took the skin off her face. And that is why you're saying you look like you do now after using the product in a little while.
So you piggyback the ingredient, hyaluronic acid. I mean, that allows the skin. We have 3 epithelial, endoderm, mesoderm, and it's so dry up on top. But the other 2 layers, if you can, hyaluronic acid just puffs it up with water.
Yep. But again, not just any hyaluronic acid or any collagen. We have nano-sized that so that absorbs where it can't absorb normally. And again, I've got a skincare educator friend who trains worldwide. And she said, normally when we're in the beauty world, we're doing plasma pens, needling, all these practices to try and gain absorption through the healing process to the last layer of the skin, where we've gone, well, just like we said, we don't need to take something to get through the gut, it goes in through your cheeks, under the tongue. We said, well, let's just get to the last layer of the skin by spraying instead.
And you were able to use the nanotechnology on on hyaluronic acid
and collagen and other amino acids.
I don't know of any other product that can make that claim. Is there?
If you have a look at the before and after photographs, which I'm sure you can make available to your listeners, you'll be blown away.
Hey, listen. Oh, is that Jan? Okay, Jan is going to put one up. There's an example right there. Yeah.
This is interesting. That I know this lady personally. This is actually Sherry Werner. Yeah. And I say this with love because I've known her for about 16 years. Sherry was the first crash test dummy that we did. And she looks like her younger sister. So that was literally, and I tell you, she's actually 62, I think it is now.
My goodness. Here's another one, sir.
This lady is actually an esthetician herself. And literally 8 days, you can see the pore size and the appearance there of the skin.
Yeah. That's the first thing I noticed, the pore size. That's interesting. It makes it a smoother looking texture for the skin. Oh,
Totally.
I love this product. I'm so grateful you brought it into my life. I the doctors have healed me. I don't know if you know, sir, but I had cancer for 4 years, or excuse me, for 3 years, and in this fourth year, I'm healed, and I am now taking glutathione. I'm taking immunotherapy with my doctor. And my doctor says, look, glutathione only helps your immune system. Knock yourself out. You can take it. So they don't want me to take certain things, but this product was okay.
Fantastic.
Hey,
You
listen.
know,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I was going to say I had another story that I think would be valuable for your
Please,
listeners, because obviously I notice people typing all sorts of things in the chat there about, can it heal this and heal this and heal this? The body does with glutathione think about what it did when you're 18. Let the body naturally use glutathione to do whatever it does. Our product isn't designed to treat, cure, prevent anything. One thing we can talk about openly is performance. And of course, if you're talking about elite athletes are a great way to measure your product because they have a baseline that's consistent. Whereas we know that if we give a product to, well, if you said to me 6 months ago, I go to the gym, then I don't go to the gym, then I do, then I don't. So it's not very reliable to measure on something like that. So we have a gentleman by the name of Bill Gillespie. And I love this story because I knew Bill back when we had the old technology of a glutathione precursor. And back then in his 50s, he was a power lifter. And so he was asked, would you trial this product for us? And we put him on a glutathione precursor. And at 50 years of age, he went out and busted the world records in powerlifting at his age and some younger ages, which was like great evidence and proof that it actually had a huge impact. But then, this is the interesting part. When Steve had the breakthrough with the nanotechnology that we have now, he said, I wonder what would happen if we put Bill back on it. But at this point, Bill was just about 60 years of age. Now, if you talk to any power lifter, they'll say there's not possible for a 60-year-old to lift more than a 50-year-old.
Yeah.
So the greatest litmus test, totally. And so his performance had started to go down. So Steve said, well, would you trial this new product? And Bill went out and smashed his 50-year-old records and became the new world record holder for a bench press. They say will probably never be beaten. And if that isn't evidence enough of this product doing amazing things, I don't know what is.
Indeed, indeed. I love this product. I'm so grateful that, my friends brought it to me. I'm grateful to God that the technology is there with your company. Hey, listen, may I just ask you one more question that I forgot to ask you? Tell me, Michael, about Bill Gillespie.
Well, that was the Bill Gillespie. That's the Bill Gillespie.
I'm so sorry. That's true. That's a story. I forgot that you said the name. Yeah, okie dokie.
That's the story. I mean, he's an amazing gentleman. And, if anybody has, and look, I say there's skeptical people in the world and cynical people. Cynical people don't want the answers. Skeptical people are open to facts and figures. And so you just got to look at the facts and figures of Bill Gillespie and it sells itself.
I apologize. I didn't catch that name there. Hey, listen, do you mind some quick questions, rapid fire?
Yeah, go for it. I'll preface it by saying, as long as there's not a medical question or a disease question, happy to help.
If you don't want to answer it now, Michael, you just say, hey, listen, no comment for that. And here we go. For example, Terry here is saying, Frank, can you ask him, how does it affect your hair growth? Does it help your hair?
Okay, so this is, again, hair regrowth is a medical condition. But what I would suggest is that if your levels of glutathione are optimal, the body will do what it does naturally. And one of the benefits could be, your hair grows a little faster. Who knows? Every person's different. So I'm not going to make a medical claim on our product, but I'll just go back to what I said. Your body will be optimal when your glutathione levels are high. So give it a shot. I get a haircut every 2 weeks.
And you cut your nails every week. You know what, Michael? I had to go through 8 weeks of chemotherapy. Oh, my word. But now, I wonder why. Tink, do we have another question?
Well, they're pretty much all medical.
They're all pretty much medical. Oh, let's try it. See, you just hit me with a couple more if you see any more.
Will it help you detox from the shot? We're not doing that. Does it help with the acne?
I tell you what, let's just make that the last question because I'm having a hard time hearing you because you're not talking in my direction. Michael, does this help with acne?
So mild acne, yes. Not going to make any claims
Hyaluronic acid.
I'm not going to make any claims on cystic acne, that sort of stuff, because they're
Right.
serious conditions again. But again, the largest organ in the body that uses glutathione is what? Your skin. So that's why we've gone for an internal and external product. I would say this too, when you're looking at the before and afters, some of the ladies and gentlemen, I might add gentlemen as well, and someone typed in the question, can you tape them together? Absolutely. If you're going to clean the windows, would you clean one side or both? Swish inside and then spray outside. You're going to double the effect. And again, I might have and again, I wish people could see my photograph 7 years ago, but I didn't take a before and after photograph specifically because in my head it was like, oh, that product's for the ladies. But then I started using it. And then as my partner Liz will tell you, it's almost a little addictive because you go, wow, I've seen the results. So you keep spraying and spraying and spraying. She goes, you use way too much of that stuff.
I know. I spray it under my armpits. It don't matter. Everywhere. It don't matter. Well, now let me approach you in a different angle. Is it safe?
Oh, totally.
Is it safe to use it on a bald spot?
It's safe to use the products. It's safe to use the products anywhere. I mean, someone asked the other day, oh, can I spray this into my eyes? And I said, look, our product is not designed for that. And we don't say you should. If it says on the label not to do something, then don't do it. People get so enthusiastic about the spectacular results in their general wellness and health and energy and sleeping deeper and all the good things that they start pushing the envelope. Is it safe to spray anywhere? Absolutely.
Rocker Mom is asking the question, if you take the spray, can you take the rinse too? Can you use both of them?
That's what I'm saying. If you use them both, if you're going to clean your windows, clean the inside, clean the outside, you get a double effect.
There you go, Rocker Mom. You can take them both together at the same time. Somebody is asking, well, how do I order? Well, you can call me. My phone number is 419-283-2552, 419-283-2552, and we'll be glad to order the product for you. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. Yes, sir.
Frank, I just thought of something worth telling your listeners that that'd be handy to know in a few weeks. And I cannot tell you the exact date because I'll get shot by corporate, but I can tell you that our nano process, which allows us to, as I said at the very beginning, shrink particles way smaller than other options, encapsulating in water, ultra purified water molecules that we could move into almost anything. We'll be announcing, and we have pre-announced through a double-blind placebo-controlled test that will be moving into the women's health arena very soon. In that double-blind placebo-controlled test with a product called HERS, we had 80% of women from 18 to 70 years of age, premenopausal, postmenopausal, all of them have spectacular results. And in fact, the funny thing was, there was one lady who said, it didn't work for me. This is what happened to me. And we've gone, well, that's interesting. Let's unravel it. Oh, you were on the placebo. So it just proved categorically. So the evidence and science backing up the results of that brand new product, which is coming out soon. If your listeners are in the USA and Canada, stay tuned. You'll hear about it soon. I don't want to give the date away. I'll be murdered by corporate.
That's exciting. It's going to be cosmetics maybe or facial stuff, like creams.
No, it's going to be to do with women's health, hot flashes, cramps, low energy, all those sorts of things. And like I say, 80% of all the people on the test had spectacular, and I mean, it's not mild, spectacular results.
Good. Oh, this is exciting. I mean, I'm very, really happy about that. Again, somebody's saying, how do I order one? You now know how. What does it say? Night Dragon is saying, wow, now I know your secret, Frank. I thought you always wore makeup. No, I don't wear makeup. Michael, I've had a wonderful time with you, but before we dismiss you, I'd like to read you something that was just texted to me right now as we were talking. It says, hi, Frank and Take. I go by Mandy on your form. I just wanted to tell you that I have experienced the nano effects of NEUMI products. You see, I had shingles. I used the spray on the rash, which was full blown, and overnight they shrank, and within 4 days they were gone, and so were the scabs. Now, I'm not saying that that's what cured me, but I'm saying that I used the product. Thank you. Wow, great
That
testimony.
one is a medical condition, so I wouldn't make any claims on the product. But
And
yeah,
that's
not
why I say
advised.
she's not saying that the product healed her. She's saying
Yeah.
she used the product, and she's
Yeah.
happy that she used
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Wow. Well, Michael, would you like to leave us with any words of wisdom? Anything final?
You know what? We have a guarantee on the product. You
Oh.
know, like I said, I know the cynical people in the world and skeptical people. Give it a shot. You got nothing to lose because you can get your money back as well. And I will say this is interesting. In the development of the product way back when I helped find the investors for the breakthrough, we went online with a show with Steve Scott, who's well known in the Christian world through his books and so forth. And we sold $1 million of product in 2 30-minute shows or an hour. But here's the interesting statistic that backs up how well it did. We had a 70% repurchase rate from that initial batch of people. That's unheard of. Steve's been in infomercial TV his whole life. He's been in home-based business, all those things, and never seen those repurchase rates. And that was because one reason: the product works. So give it a shot. Got nothing to lose.
Michael, when you open the bottle and you use it, even the spray, should we put it in the refrigerator or can we leave it on the counter?
No, totally fine. In fact, 6 years ago from the very first batch of product, we still have stable product today. So you'll see use by dates on them. But as you know, that's just because of legalities. You've got to say stuff.
Yeah.
The very first batch of product is to this very day stable and no issues.
Well, sir, I can't thank you enough for coming. And please, would you consider coming back in the future again?
Totally. Yeah. We probably have some more stuff to talk about in a very short period of time regarding the new women's product.
And that's why I'm saying that. You beat me. I was going to follow up by saying, because I want you back to tell me about the new products for the ladies. I know the ladies want to know. Isn't that right, Tank?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. God bless you, sir. And thank you kindly for being with us tonight. And sir, this product, I know with no claims, but this product, I am grateful for it.
It's a blessing. It is.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Take care, sir. Have a good evening.
I'm gonna put
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Are you going to put some stuff up? Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Swish.
Go right ahead. There's a swish. There you go. Before we cut you out, she's putting up. And there's a spray. There you go. Any more you going to put up? And there's the product. All righty. God bless you, Michael, and we'll talk to you in the future, okay? Bye-bye, sir.
All the best. Bye.
Take care. Oh, well, that was fun, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? I like that. I love this product. You will too. You will too. But you got to try it. You got to give it a chance. You got to, see if it. And the nice thing about it is that it works very quickly, rather quickly. All right, family, we're here now. The second part of our UB2B is to study the Iraqi dinar. I just noticed the amount of people that we have. It was around 400. I think they now know I'm going to talk, so we're almost at 700. But I would like for everyone to hear what we have to say, and I pray to God that they do. But before we do, I want to say that everything I say, everything I share with you is just strictly in my opinion. Everything I say tonight about the study of the Iraqi dinar, it is just strictly in my opinion, nothing else. Now, normally what we do is we break up our study into 3 parts. The first part, we cover the articles. The second part, we cover the information from our ground troops in Iraq. And the third part is what the walking stick and I would like to share with you. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to approach you in a different way. Instead of going to the articles right away, I'm going to take you to Eddie, our ground force, our ground teams. Last time we were together was Monday. And you saw what happened on Monday. We sent him to go talk to his bank friend. And you saw what his bank friend told you. The exciting part on Monday was that the prime minister of Iraq, Sudani, made a speech. We brought you the speech in the final article thread. It's in Arabic, and we told you, enjoy it. That's mean. But I told you that today we would give you more information, and that's what my intentions are. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of Iraq spoke to the Iraqi people for an hour and a half. You think that he told them that, oh, Iraq is a mess? Do you think that he told them, oh man, we're never going to see any value in our currency? You think that he told them that the monetary and economic reform are a failure? Do you think that he told them that the Iraqi citizens that I have a nightmare about our country? No. And it was extremely important that you paid attention to that video. And like I told you on Monday, I was very surprised that the other gurus were not talking about it. I'm glad they come and listen to us because I want them to talk to you about it. Sudani made a speech that was an hour and a half long. And when I sent Eddie to go see his bank friend, he came back and he says, Frank, what? My bank friend said that Sudani's speech is the topic of the town, of the country, of the Middle East. Really, Eddie? Why? What happened? And what I'd like to do right now is take that opportunity to share with you what Eddie has from that speech that was very, very reassuring to the Iraqi citizens that the monetary and economic reform are here. The monetary reform is about to be given to the Iraqi citizens. It is not being done. It is not being worked on. It is not being passed of any laws. I know you're looking for this. You're looking for that. What did I tell you? We're looking for the floor of the CBI to be clean and be sparkling clean. I mean, clean it with Clorox. Clean it to the point where we can eat off of that floor. And what are we cleaning off of the floor of the CBI? Here, come, post. Get involved with me, the few that are with me right now. What are we cleaning off the floor of the CBI? Jeff says corruption. Jeff, corruption from who? Kathy says corruption. Young says corruption. Grandma Nisi says from Iran. Philbert says from Iran. Young says from Iran. That's exactly right, you guys. Now, pay close attention. You ready? Because what time is it? I want to be done in about 30 minutes. I want to say goodbye. I got some reports to read from Aki. I told you he was coming over to see Walking Stick. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. What was I going to say?
About the meeting.
Yeah. The meeting, Aki, yeah, he came and talked with a Walking Stick. But what I want to talk to you about is the cleaning of the floor of the CBI. What I want to talk to you about is the reason why we still don't have the new exchange rate. I want to talk to you about what Sudani said to the Iraqi citizens for an hour and a half. On Monday, I prepared you about it. I gave you some ideas. Yesterday, I went in my form and I gave you some more ideas. And tonight, I want to go ahead and share as much as we can. No, not all of it. As much as we can. For example, on Monday, remember when I told you the United States Treasury is coming to Baghdad? Yeah. But we also knew that Iraq was, and we also told you that Sudani was going to New York City, right? Not DC, not DC, but NYC. Yeah, okay. But we didn't tell you. Oh, and I told you that Sudani was going to be going to New York, right, to talk to the UN, to talk to the world. But I didn't tell you that the United States Treasury was coming to Baghdad because I couldn't. We can now because it's all over the media. It's all over the articles. Here, let's look at what our Firefly Eddie has to say. Oh, he just sent a report. Copy. Hold on, family. I'm going back to Monday night, right, guys? Monday. I have to filter this out, so bear with me. There are some things that I can show you, and there are some things I cannot show you. Oh, Frank, why are you teasing us? Why are you being such a mean person? I'm not teasing you. Why should I give you information that would get me in trouble? Oh, I'm sorry, Frank. Well, thank you for understanding. I end up giving you everything anyways. Monday I held back. Here I am to give you a lot more today. So we're going to start with, I always go back to the last day that we were together, which was Monday. No. Here, let's start right here. Frank, we are going to go ahead and send Eddie to go see his bank friend like you asked, and he'll ask the questions. Eddie's reporting that Sudani has announced that he has 15 new ministers. Talk about cleaning the CBI floor. These new ministers are coming aboard. They talked about this and how this will help lead us into new territory of success. Really? New cabinet members are going to lead Iraq to success? Yes, because the cabinet members that were there that were corrupt were stealing the money and sending it to corruption. No longer. They're gone. You see, Parliament is something that Sudani really can't touch because they're voted in. But his cabinet, hey, you're out of here. No, I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't even want to hear about it. Get out of here. No, please. Guys, get them out of here. And 15 of them were removed. Tell me, Sudani, how clean is the floor of the CBI? Oh, Frank is getting very nice and clean. I agree with you, sir. Because the removal of these 15 that you replace with those that want to work with you in the reforms, they're going to help Iraq to lead Iraq into new territories of success? Yes, Mr. Frank. Well, tell me, Eddie, what else did he talk about? And then, Frank, he talked about our new railway system. He's really bragging about it because he says it's going to go all over, but it's going into Iran as well, too. And he says this railway system, it is so important. It will promote us as a nation around the world, and in the Middle East, we will become the central hub. And then he talked about the airport. Frank, he was talking for an hour and a half about so much, like a proud father, and all the improvements that he talked about. Then he talked about deals with surrounding companies and how we will be a financial hub in the Middle East. Now, these are the deals that I cannot talk to you about, family, but it is possible that maybe tonight we might share a little bit about these deals. All righty. Continuing. This is still from yesterday. Actually, yeah, I didn't even go into Monday. I apologize. I'm reading you yesterday's report. This is the second report from yesterday. Frank, the television says today our official visit from Iran. Can you believe that? Iran is coming to talk to Sudani. And then we expect Iran not to have any violence. That's what Sudani told them. You can come and visit me, but don't you dare cause any problems with the Kurds in Erbil. In this new upcoming era, we demand peace. Then, Mr. Frank, we also see Australia. Excuse me, my bad. Then, Mr. Frank, We also see Austria. Austria is back here in Iraq. They are reopening their embassy here. Their ambassador says, due to the security and stability here, it leads them to trust to reopen. And really, really, you got Sudani. How clean is the floor of the CBI, bro? Hey, Frank, what? It's spit shine, bro. It's spit shine. Show me. Ta-da. Man, that's a very, very bright shine you got on that there floor. Uh-huh. How's it going with the ministers, the 15? Hey, Frank, it turns out that he said that he was done, but then he came back and he says, wait. Sudani is talking more about the 15 ministers that he has replaced. And he told us, and that's the part where I won't share with you. Now, yesterday, 6:22, the third report in the evening. U.S. Assistant to the Secretary of Treasury. Can I share this? No, you can't, Franks. On Monday's UB2B. Can I share it on Wednesday? If they talk about it on Tuesday, they talked about it on Tuesday. So, hey, Frank, what, Eddie? The USA ambassador to the Secretary of Treasury is in Iraq today, and he's meeting with the CBI banking officials. This is from yesterday, right? Hey, Tank, make sure that you give me a list of all the people that are donating so that I can show my appreciation, okay? That's my girl. Thank you, sweetheart. I saw Doris did it. So okay, let's back up 5, drop back 5, and let's punt, because we need another 4 downs to figure this out. All right. So the USA assistant to the Secretary of Treasury. So that's the U.S. Treasury. Okay, what's up? You're going to Iraq? Uh-huh. All right. Why? Because we have a meeting with who? With the CBI. Hey, but Iran has a meeting with the CBI. Yeah, I know. You know, U.S. Treasury? Yeah, we know. You're going to be at that meeting? Yeah. Wait. U.S. Treasury. And by the way, family, everything that I'm saying is just strictly in my opinion, right? Wait. Let me get this right. U.S. Treasury. You're going to Baghdad. They're not coming to you. You're going to them, right? Yeah. Then you're going to meet with Alak? And Sudani. Okay. And Iran? No, they're going to be there. We ain't going to meet with them. Okay. Visiting with the grandkids, I'll be in and out. Okay. So much good information. It is, Monica. It is. Say hi to the grandkids. God bless you, sweetheart. U.S. assistant to the... Did I show it to you? U.S. assistant to the Secretary of Treasury is in Iraq today, meeting with the CBI banking officials. So how clean is that floor of the CBI, Sudani? Well, Frank, Sudani, when he was done, he left us with these final words. A spokesman came out for Sudani on the news saying, Iraq will achieve its dream. Really? Sudani. Well, Frank, you got a nightmare? No. Sudani. Well, Frank, you got a dream? Yeah. Sudani, back in 1968, they killed a very, very dear man, a beautiful soul, for saying those very same words. Why do you say those words, Sudani, to the Iraqi citizens, that you have a dream for them? Because, Frank, the mechanisms worked. Yeah, so Sudani goes out and he tells the Iraqi citizens, Iraq will achieve its dream. Okay. Yesterday, 7:29 in the evening, our 3rd, 4th, 5th report out. I forgot already. Eddie talked to his bank guy. God bless it. My bad, I forgot to mute it. They scare me. You know, it's a puddle. Look at the numbers. Oh, now we're at 1,000. I better get a cookie tonight. Doggone it. You didn't want to come to my infomercial. Oh, yeah, but you want to come to hear all this, right? Okay. You better give me 1,000 thumbs up for my cookie. Doggone it. Where's Karen when I need her? Karen! And Linda says, it's all good, Frank. I jumped too. Oh, Lord. Oh, man, and the doggone thing threw up on me. Hold on. What was it? Third report Saturday, wasn't it? Third report Saturday? Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So, Monday we sent him to go see his bank friend. And I sent him again yesterday. I said, your bank friend, he gave you all those notes about the speech? It's all over the street, Frank. We're all talking about it. It was an amazing speech. He really got us all fired up. Okay. Did you go talk to your bank friend? Yeah. What did he think about the speech? He said the same thing. He said, wow, this is amazing. Wow. Did he talk about the 1,100, that we've been telling you about? No. Did he talk to you about the exchange rate? No. Okay. He talked to you about the lower denoms, maybe, the data went. No. Well, what was so great about talking to your bank friend, Eddie? We both know, Mr. Frank. Yeah, I know you know. I told Eddie, I said, it's been a long road, hasn't it? It's been a long wait. It's been a long trip. It's been a long nightmare. But the dream is now coming. And I know you felt that, Iraq would never move forward. I know you felt you never would have the claws of Iran released from you. And I know you felt worthless as an Iraqi citizen. Eddie, you are not what you think you are. You are not what you think you are. But what you think, you are. Tell me, Eddie, how did it go with your bank friend? Frank, Eddie said he went to go talk to his bank friend. He came back excited today. And he said, everyone all over Iraq is talking about Soudani's speech. It lasted almost an hour and 30 minutes yesterday. He was bragging about us. He was bragging about us. He was bragging about us here in Iraq, our country, our sovereignty. Then he floored us and he said about us here in Iraq, the security and the stability. Soudani, how clean is the CBI floor? Spotless, Frank. Spotless, mate. What else did he say, Eddie? He talked about that Iraq has security and stability and how so many countries all around the world are investing here. And he says to us, listen, Iraqi citizens, I have made many deals. I have many contracts. He said that? Yeah, Frank. And then he says, I have many deals. I have many contracts. And then he floored us. He said, and I can't even reveal them yet to you, Iraqi citizens. I know. He's waiting for the new exchange rate. right? Pound me, right? Oh, man. Look. I'm sorry, maybe I didn't. I forgot to show you. Deals and contracts, and yet he hasn't even told you. He's so proud of us. He's so proud. He's so proud of us. He says the Middle East, they're going to trade with us. We're going to be the caca. Yeah, we're going to be the big caca. Yeah. Oh boy. He was excited, Frank. He said of our Iraqi, our nation, we are trading, with the whole world and with the Middle East and even with the EU. Brick. Even with the EU, it will go through. Even the EU will go through us here in Iraq, says Sudani first, as we reported yesterday. That was an exciting speech, Mr. Frank. Yes, he got us all fired up, and we feel that we can trust him. Today, 10:01 in the morning. I know. Today, 10:01 in the morning. Sudani said that he is not worried about the parallel black market that they have. Nah. Sudani, what? Is the CBI floor clean? I know, spit shine. No, Frank. What are you doing? The bad guys? Yeah. Oh, you got rid of them? Yeah, I did. My goodness. So, Eddie, come on, talk to me, walk with me. What's up? Frank, Sudani said that he's not worried about the parallel black market. No, they have a mechanism. No, don't do this to me. Sudani said that he said that. He said he's not worried about the black market. He's not worried about the exchange rate in the street. He's not worried about that at all. No. Why? And the answer is because he says he told you he has a mechanism which is about to be implemented. Eddie, he said that. He said that, Mr. Frank. He said, I have a mechanism which is about to be implemented that will down the dollar. What? Get down. What? Ready? Come on, these are words that I would write on a piece of paper and said, this is what Sudani said. No, he didn't. I know I wrote him, but what the heck, huh? But this is what he said to you in that hour and a half speech that nobody's talking about. Uh-huh. Sudani says he has a dream. Uh-huh. He says, don't worry about the exchange rate that's in the black market. Uh-huh. He said he has a mechanism that's going to down the dollar, which automatically raises the Iraqi dollar, right? Uh-huh. Good God almighty. Where's my microphone, Tink? Where's that mic? I need to drop that mic right now. Holy guacamole. Look, I'm not kidding. Look. Read this. Look, there, 10:01. So Donnie said that he's not worried about the parallel rate or the black market, those bozos out there. You know why? Why? Because he says, I have a mechanism. He says, I have a mechanism which is about to be implemented. And that mechanism, it will down the dollar and make the dinar strongest. I sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger there for a second there. Holy cow. Is there more, Eddie? Yeah. What? Oh, I know about that today, Eddie. Actually, we knew about it on Sunday, but we couldn't talk about it on Monday. Thank God you know about it now on Tuesday, and here I am talking about it on Wednesday. Yeah, Mr. Frank, Iran and the CBI also are here meeting with the CBI and the U.S. Treasury. This is starting to hit the fan, Mr. Frank. Caca hit the fan. That's Eddie. Fantastic report. Like I told you, or like Walking Stick and I told you. You say he's repeating the same words, isn't he? Now, Go ahead and give me the last report. No, just black it out. Frank, they also talked about Iran and Iraq. They say that Iran and Iraq have a mechanism in place now to transfer funds in trading. Okay, let me try this again. Sudani? What, Frank? Can I talk to Allah? You want to talk to Allah? You don't want to talk to me? Yeah, can I talk to Allah? Sure. Ring a ding ding. Ring it. Hello, this is the CBI. Who this? Hey, Allah, it's Frank 26. Hey, Frankie, how you doing? You guys got a mechanism in place that's going to increase the value of the Iraqi dinar and decrease the value of the American dollar? No. Oh, what, did I misunderstand? We're going to increase the value of our currency, but we're not going to decrease the value of the American dollar. Stupid's doing that by himself. Yeah. So global geopolitical decisions are affecting the monetary reform, and you're taking advantage of it? Yeah. That's brilliant. Yeah. And you have this mechanism in place, and you told the citizens of Iraq that you're about to give it to them? Yeah. They know what it is you're going to give to them. You keep telling them, no. Sudani, you're really proud, aren't you? Alak, you're really proud, aren't you? Extremely, Frank. Extremely. It's our turn. So the U.S., you guys, all you guys, Iran, Iraq, U.S. Treasury, Sudani, Alak, you all talked about this mechanism, and Iran is going to be transferring funds through this well, that's the float. Yep. Well, family, that's about where I'm going to stop sharing with you. And instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to this part. This is me now responding back to Eddie on the things that I've already read to you here. It's a long report. As you can see, it goes on and on, forever and ever. But kick back, relax, and listen to what I tell my dear friend. Eddie, these are wonderful times. These are amazing times. I mean, stop and think about it. Why would the United States Treasury and Iran be with your central bank governor and your prime minister right now, along with the U.S. Treasury, talking about international standards, international contracts, international agreements? Tell me, Eddie, why? Why is this happening? Because everyone is positioning themselves for the new exchange rate when it comes out. Eddie, stop and think about this. Think about what I just said. Reread my words. Aren't those beautiful words? Isn't that a beautiful statement that I just made to you? That beautiful statement. Now that we will see the new exchange rate as Sudani has promised you and as Allah has promised you, God willing, after these meetings that you are witnessing right now, you will maybe, hopefully see what Sudani told you. The decrease in the dollar and the increase in your currency. Sudani told you in that hour and a half long speech that he had a dream for your country. He has a dream for you Iraqi citizens, and it has nothing to do with a sanctioned rate. It has nothing to do with you continuing to be a poor country. I love the fact that Sudani told you very, very soon he will allow a mechanism to be revealed to you Iraqi citizens, which is being kept secretly. Every now and then I'll show you a little bit, which is, he said this to you, which is being kept secretly, and he's protecting it. You know very well what that mechanism is, don't you, Eddie? It's your new exchange rate, son. And what did he say that mechanism will do? It will destroy the American dollar, because his next action, along with the CBI governor, Alak, will give birth to the new national currency of Iraq, along with their new exchange rate. Indeed, Eddie, these are exciting times. These are the best of times, thanks to God. And also, what your bank friend told you, once again, it echoes what Walking Stick and I have been telling you. Sudani is a good leader, and he is going to give you what he promised you. You should be excited about the fact that he talks about it, that he talked to you about it for an hour and a half. You should be excited about the fact that he talked to you about it again, about bringing you a new reform, about this mechanism for your new banking system. Just like Allah promised you a couple of weeks ago when he told you, hey, we still got the plan in action to raise the 3 zeros. And remember when Allah promised and talked to you about lifting these 3 zeros, he was right in your face. He told you, we will lift the 3 zeros to add value to your currency. Once again, indeed, these are the very best of times for your country, and for that matter, in the world. And you, as an Iraqi citizen of Iraq, be strong. Your bank friend is excited for you and your country, and you know that. Keep listening to him. Keep following his instructions, because your bank friend is excited about Sudani's words, and he is following Sudani's instructions. Your bank friend is excited, yes, about Sudani's words, and he's following Sudani's instructions. Sudani's instructions and Alak's 100%. All right, okay. And that's as far as I can take you today. So, yeah, wow. I mean, this alone is enough to say goodbye. This is phenomenal. Here, let me just share the third part of what I want to share with you. Or actually, that was the first part, Eddie's report. The second part, the articles. You're a member of KTFalways.com, and if not, hey, that's your loss, and it's going to be your loss. Everybody already knows what we're going to do when the blessing occurs. No stupid, stinking 800 numbers. We're going to give you the real thing, but it'll be in our form. Anyways, so the second part would be about the articles, and very, very briefly, I'd like to say a few things to you. Iraq and Iran. Tell me, Sudani. Actually, hold on, Sudani. I wanted to talk to Alak. Alak, yeah, Frankie. How clean is the CBI floor? It's dinner time. Hey, Tink.
Yes.
That's the title of our next UB2B next Monday.
Say it again.
It's dinner time. Ladies and gentlemen, Iraq, Iran, they send their foreign ministers to Sudani to Alak, to the CBI, and you got also the United States Treasury there as well too. What was it? What was it that prevented them from having the new exchange rate? Huh? I asked you already, and you already posted it. It was Iran. It was the corruption that was being done by Iran through the auctions. Hold on. Checklist. Auctions? Check. Yeah. What was the reason why we couldn't, bring out the new exchange rate and the lower DNAMs? before because of Iran, right? I mean, there was no security and stability because of Iran and what they were doing, constantly sending rockets, constantly blowing this up, constantly burning tires. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Checklist. Burning tires. Yeah. I mean, what was the reason why we didn't have? You get my point. So you have the foreign ministers going to talk to. Was it Fuad? Fuad, is that his name? Fuad Hussein. He is the foreign minister of Iraq. Now you can find this in post number 14 in our forum. Go on in there and read about it. You'll see that they're sending the Iranian foreign minister, Abdul Hossein Amir. I never thought that we would see this. CBI floor so clean. Iran, Iraq, U.S. Treasury meeting with a CBI. I mean, this is the place they stole from. Why would you let the wolf back into the chicken's coop? Because these all are going there. They're going to Iraq as long as there's no attack in Erbil, like they used to do in Kurdistan. And Iran said, "We promise." Whoa! How clean is that floor at the CBI, Alok? Rather spotless. I think it's spot on. Dinner time. So Sudani, brilliant in his leadership, arranged it, checklist, for there not to be any more corruption from Iran. And then Sudani arranged it with a lock in the U.S. Treasury. I got these guys to only use the Iraqi dinar. Who? Iran? No. Yeah. When we do any business, any trading, they're not using the American dollar. They actually stopped doing that about a week ago. They're now just using what we told them to use, our currency. Iran is obeying you, Sudani Alak? Yeah. What you guys talking about? Oh, regional issues. Regional, what's that mean? Oh, no. Banking issues, international issues, transfer issues. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Security and stability. You got it. That's why we're talking about it. And make sure they don't mess it up again. Okay. No violence? No violence. Okay. What else you guys doing? Bilateral agreements? Really? Shake, Iran. This is interesting. That is very interesting. Another article for you to consider to study. Number 10. The article is number 10. The governor of the CBI reveals that the assistant secretary of the United States Treasury is in Baghdad, and he reveals that they're dealing with contracts and getting things in line. Are you kidding me? How clean is the floor of the CBI, truly? The United States Treasury meets with both Iraq, and they talk about financing issues and international banking structures. Are you serious? Very, very, very serious. Family, why would Iran be at the CBI governor's office dealing with international issues? Why? I think you know why. They can't steal anymore. The floor is spotless. It's dinner time. Something is about to happen. You got Iraq, you have Iran, you have the CBI officials, you have the U.S. Treasury all in one room. That doesn't make any sense. Unless you have interest in changing the exchange rate and adding value to the Iraqi currency, because there's security and stability in Iraq. And it's all because Iran has finally conceded that we give up. Iran is 100% under sanctions right now, but we got Blinken. Hey, don't blink. Too late, sucker. Iran suckered you out of it, but Sudani is using it towards its advantage. A statement that I made earlier. Brilliant. So it turns out that Iran is still 100% under sanctions by Blinken, the United States of America, but Blinken is being nice to Iran in the same manner that Obama was very nice to Iran. Oh, we're not giving them billions and billions of dollars like Obama Nation gave them. We're giving them back their money. This money was tied up in many banks around the world. Yeah, this money was theirs. And what was it that the president of Iran said the moment that stupid sent the money back? Sir, Mr. High Almighty, whatever they call you here in Iran, what are you going to do with this $6 billion that is being sent back to you? None of your business. What? None of your business. I do what I want to do with it. That's all there is to it. And that's it. Shut up. Well, you're welcome also, by the way. Yeah. And somebody will say to me, well, we got 5 prisoners back. Those prisoners have been back. Anyways, here's another article for you to consider, post number 20, reforming the banking structure of Iraq. Holy cow. Reforming the banking structure of Iraq. Wow. So this article will talk to you about how they have reduced the corruption. They will talk to you about how they are adopting international standards because they reduced the crime that Iran was bringing. The CBI floor is spotless. This meeting is talking about reforming the banking structure of Iraq? No, the reform of the banks of Iraq. And everybody that wants to do business with Iraq will have to follow the instructions and the orders from Sudani and Alak, and that's all there is to it. No, you can't use the American dollar. No, you can't sell it to the Iraqi citizens and make a profit on that exchange rate that you have in the black market. No, you can't do any of these things no more. Parliament, shut up. Cabinet, 15 of you, get the hell out of here. No. Yeah. The floor is spotless. Another article for you to consider, number 19, the United States of America companies pledge to increase the electric power production inside of Iraq. In other words, the grid network. Yeah, okay. Well, it turns out that Sudani met with the CEO of the American company called Stellar Energy. Why in the world is this important for our reforms? International trade will require a lot of electricity. Another post for you to consider, number 13, Iraq will achieve the dream. Sudani has a dream for Iraq, ladies and gentlemen. The railway into Iran. Oh, my word, a railway into Iran. Better than Iran railwaying us, says Sudani. Did I say that right? You know what I mean. The future of Iraq. The speech that Sudani gave had nothing to do with the sanctions of Iraq. It had nothing to do with the program rates in Iraq. No, the speech that he gave had to do with why the United States Treasury and Iran and Iraq are meeting. Why? When they are still under the sanctions by Blinken. But in all honesty, I believe that another reason why this meeting is going on that deals with security and stability, but more so on how the United States of America will protect its investment in Iraq and no longer have it stolen. This relationship with Iran is what I have been looking for. You should have been looking for it too. I told you, we need the floor of the CBI to be so clean that you can eat off of it. You can cook on it. Because as far as I'm concerned, in my strong opinion, the RI is here and it is coming to be introduced to the citizens of Iraq, especially from that speech that was recently given. As far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, the sanctions are leaving Iran. They're leaving Iraq for a very good reason. And as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, the trading of oil is being done openly by Iran for a very good reason that would help the float of the Iraqi dinar. In my opinion, a nuclear deal was established maybe for a good reason, but more so for a stupid reason. In my opinion, we have 5 prisoners that are already home, and Bob is your aunt, not your uncle. Iran announced that they will deal only in the IQD. That's how you got back your $6 billion, isn't it, sucker? Abomination and North Korea took care of you back in the 80s, didn't they? It's a different story. Now you have to sit up straight and fly right. If not Iran, Sudani's ready for you. But it's very obvious why you're meeting. Can you say, I give up? It's been a long road for his family, hasn't it? It's been a long road. It's taken a long time to get where we're at. But, like I told Eddie, these are the best of times. As far as I'm concerned, this is about the highest of the best of times. The height of the mountain determines the depth of the valley. We've been in Dead Valley for almost 20 years. We're at the height of the mountain of the monetary reform because of some mechanisms that are about to be revealed. And you've studied these mechanisms. You already know. You know what the instructions are. And now you know about this speech and what he told the Iraqi citizens. Family, he told them more. Can I tell you? No. So, as I say goodbye to you and leave you with a good heart. Hey, Tink, listen. Oh, I'm sorry. You're already? Holy cow! I'm so sorry. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Tan. Now, I want to. What was I was about to say something important. Well, first of all, let me say thank you to those of you that helped us with financial contributions. My wife wrote them down. Doris, Heather Buka, Galway Girl, Monica. Hi, Monica Seavey. Bill's Fan, Spanish Lady, and Joshua Batman. And also, welcome Diana McGray, the Join Club 26. God bless you and welcome. Man, what was it that I was going to tell you, family? I forgot. Now I feel stupid. Please, if you can help with walking sticks immunotherapy, tomorrow my wife and I, we sent him his 1,650, babe? 1650, yeah. We send them every 2 weeks, 1650. And if anyone can help my wife and I with this, we appreciate you. And you just call me. My phone number is 419-283-2552. 419-283-2552. please, we need help with walking sticks treatment. We will send him the money tomorrow, and he gets the treatment Monday, Jen?
Yes.
Monday. I get my treatment this Friday, and he gets his Monday. Oh, and thank you so much for helping. Anything, $5, $10, $20, whatever you can afford, we need to help. What else is there? Look at Hallelujah, our God reigns. Hi, that's a beautiful username. I like that. You're saying, we're so close to the end. Thanks for the info, Frank. Well done as always. God bless you. And thank you kindly for your kind words from a kind heart. I know, man. Oh, walking stick. Hockey came. Yeah. So I can only tell you that Aki came. There's a report. I will be reading it tonight. Can't really share it with you yet, but I'll leave you with this as I say goodbye to you now. In this UB2B, everything was my opinion. Even when I said it's dinner time. Even when I say that, in my opinion, within these next 2 weeks, it's time to get to work. God bless you all. Thank you kindly for being with us. I'll see you again on Monday. Unless there's a reason to see you before that, we may have a short. It'll be a long short. God bless you all. May God be with you. Ahui ho. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Well,
Oh, baby, I'm tired. Did we get 1,000? We don't get 1,000.
no, and
Oh, I want a sticker. I want a sticker noodle.
you do.
I want a what?
You want a what?
What did I say?
A sticker do?
What did I say?
A sticker do?
No. I want a snicker.
Do you want a sticker?
No. Yeah, what? I want a sticker.
Stickers?
Yeah, I want a sticker. Sticker. Oh. I want a sticker donut.
No, there's no such thing.
No such thing as a sticker donut,
No.
but I can have this.
Did you get 1,000 thumbs up? Tell him to hurry up.
Wait. Let me see. Hold on. I'll look for you. Okay. Don't look. I'll go look. I'll look. No, look. Hold on a second.
Somebody said they didn't want you to starve it to death, so somebody better give you thumbs up.
Yeah. I want a sticker. I want a sticker noodle. What's a sticker noodle? Hold on. Let me see. Let me look, Dan. I'll tell you if we hit 1,000. Okay.
Okay.
Don't look. I'll go look. No, you don't. You just stay there. I'll go. Okay. Let me see. 730. Yeah. It says 1,001. Tink.
Does it?
Yeah. So I can have a sticker noodle. No.
Okay.
Okay. I get to have a sticker noodle. Yeah. or is that a snicker noodle doodle?
Looks like somebody took a bite out of it already.
What?
On the front. Look at the package.
Somebody took a bite out of my cookie already. So I cannot have a sticker noodle, but I can have a sticker doodle. Okay. Bye-bye. God bless. Let me turn this off, Tink. I don't know how to do this. This is